Hey there, it's Lenny Magill with the GlockStore Performance and Custom Shop right here in San Diego, California, and soon to be Nashville, Tennessee. We are moving, or should I say expanding into Nashville very shortly in 2019, and I'll certainly keep you apprised as to our progress there. But today I want to talk to you about a problem and a solution to that problem. Before me, I've got two of Glock's carry guns. The Glock 43 is the single stack carry gun that is super popular. It's a great gun for carry. We have a bunch of accessories for it. One of the things that we have, of course, is our magazine extension, which gives you a little better grip and 2 extra rounds. I think that's one of the hottest things you can get for your Glock 43. Also, I've got here in front of me my Glock 27, and you've seen this on some of the other videos before. And I've got a grip extension here too, because I want to get a full hand on that gun. I do like the mini slide, but I want to have a full hand, and I use for that the X grip with the standard G23 magazine. So it's a 27 with really the mid-size grip. All right, and that's, again, the grip is probably the most important fundamental in all shooting. If you don't have a good grip, your shots will not be consistent. They'll be inaccurate shot to shot, especially if you're shooting really fast. So what I want to talk about today, though, is the problem with these particular guns is that they don't have a rail. And a lot of people just, they don't have a rail, so I want to put a light on it, or I want to put a laser on it, and what's the solution? Well, there is a solution, and we do sell it as well. This is the Streamlight TLR6, and you'll notice here if you're getting close, it's a light that fits nicely around the trigger guard area of the Glock. And it's our on our website as a TLR6. Our item number is 2021. 2021. You can go look at it. I've got a separate video for this, because we're not talking about this particular light today. We're talking about something a little bit more universal and maybe a little bit more functional for you. The good thing is that there is a light option, and when you put this on here, it looks like it grew there. It's a really nice deal. But the problem, it's only 100 lumens. All right, it's Streamlight, big company, good manufacturer, great quality, but it's only 100 lumens. A lot of people go, 100 lumens, because right now there's so many lights available. I mean, literally, if you look on our website, we must have at least 10 or 15 different light laser combinations, probably even more than that. And so you're limited, though, for these particular guns to go with the TLR6. And TLR6 is available for the 42, 43, and also the 26, 27. So you've got a TLR6 for both. They're still limited to 100 lumens. So an enterprising company has come up with a solution to allow you to have more flexibility in choosing a light laser option. And that is basically a rail system that's going to attach to this gun that you attach a light to. So we're going to proceed to do that right now. So here it is. Here's my Glock 43. I've got the extension there. We've got our pyramid trigger. I'm going to look inside, make sure it's empty. It is empty, right? But I'm going to drop the magazine first and look at the magazine. Yes, it's empty as well. But again, I'll double check the chamber, pull the trigger in a safe direction. Boom, got an unloaded gun. Now, whenever you're working on guns, especially this procedure, you're going to make sure there's no ammunition in the magazines, in a sense. Now, this magazine is loaded because this is my carry gun, okay? This is one I just pulled out of my pocket. So I'm going to put it aside so that we don't have any chance to even touch that one right now, because we're going to work on the 43, okay? Because that gun stays with me as I work in the office. Now you know, right? This 43 is unloaded, and so I want to make sure that when you work on your gun, it is unloaded as well. In fact, what we're going to do is, take the slide off the top. So I'm going to pull the slide back slightly, and then I'm going to come up here and access the slide lock or takedown lever, and on both sides I'm going to pull this down. So over here and over here. Pull them down both at the same time, hold them down, let the slide go, and let the slide just kind of come off, making sure to grasp the slide so it doesn't fall off by itself and hit the nose ring and damage that, because once that gets bent, it's kind of never going to come back. Now, I think you're going to see how this works very quickly. So there's only one thing I want to demonstrate to you to make sure that you're dialed in, is you got to make sure you have this lip right here on top of the frame. And that's my wife, and I'll have to call her back. Sorry, hon. So that said, we're going to go ahead and position this properly, and you'll see that there's a spot here. It's going to lock up on the trigger guard. So I'm going to position it right in that spot and kind of, again, make sure that I start on top here and then bring it down. And that's how we want it to be. We want this piece of plastic to be on top of the frame. It doesn't interfere with the gun at all. I've already gone through this exercise, but I'm doing it here again. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this other side in as well. Now, one of the things I'm going to do is just kind of show you how it works, and I'll show you how I went ahead and did this. So again, I'm going to start on the top. I'm going to kind of catch that lip and then just fold it over, making sure that that lip is on top. I'm talking about this piece of plastic here, because it's easy not to have it do it. And you can see that's basically how it works, just like so. But there's more to this video, and I want to show you how I go ahead and proceed. Now, I'm going to put it down, and hopefully it'll stay together. If not, I'll put it back. It comes with an Allen wrench, 2 Allen screws, and 2 little nuts. Okay, I'm going to use a better tool than that. Let me pull over my little toolbox here. If you open this thing up, you're going to notice it's got just about everything. This came out of here. I've already got this pre-assembled. I believe this is the right bit. Let me double check that. And it is. So now I will put this back away. Again, a great little item. Stick it in here. This makes it just so much easier to work with. I mean, this is a tool that you really want to have, little toolbox you want to have, because it really makes a big difference. Now, on this side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look on here, and I'm going to see that this side is designed to have the nut. So I'm going to drop my nut in there and get it straightened out. And then I'll approach it like so. Now I've got to keep it closed. I'm going to keep my finger over that so it doesn't get pushed out. And then I'm going to grab this guy here, which is the screw, put it into my little wrench, and then I'm going to just place it in. Nothing magic here, just going to tighten it up. Like I said, there's the end of this thing is actually really neat. Now, do the same thing with this other screw. Take that nut, drop it in up top here, get it positioned properly. Finger goes over top. I'll get the screw and put it on top of the head, and then just screw this right in. And we're going to go finger tight here, but tight enough so that it doesn't come loose, right? Get in here and tighten it up. And again, on the other side, you want to go back and forth a little bit so you don't over tighten one side and not be able to crunch it down. Now this is going on the plastic, right? So what I want to make sure is I'm not deforming the frame, because that could interfere with the harmonics. And I want to make sure it's even on both sides, and it is. So that's pretty good so far. So now let me go ahead and put the slide back on. Again, this is unloaded. No ammunition in this room. No ammunition on this table, in a sense that I'm going to be able to load this magazine. And I'm going to go ahead and put the slide back on. Now that's basically what it looks like. Give you a good look there. Has a nice little rail system for you to park a light. And now, speaking of the light, I've got a good choice for us to choose. Now again, there's literally probably 100 different light options. But this one is very cool. This is made by Streamlight as well. It's the TLR7, okay? And what I like about the TLR7, as it says right here, it's 500 lumens. And there's also TLR8, which has a laser. It's also 500 lumens. So the 500 lumen light is significantly brighter. This works pretty interestingly too. So you see there's a screw here, a little flathead screw that you're going to use to undo this and to tighten it down. And you basically, you'll see there's a little spring action here. So what you do is you loosen that screw up a little bit, get underneath it, and then open it up and then pop it on. And I'll show you how I do that. Let me get first a little bit here so I can tighten that down when I'm done. Let's see. Oh, I think I've got it all preset over here, yeah. Where is it? Here it is. I've got it preset in there. So, all right, so what we're gonna do now is get the light positioned properly. I'm gonna come across on the one side here and I'm gonna hook the side. And I'm gonna get it underneath there. Oops, came too far. There we go. So now it's on there. So now what we want to do is just tighten it down. Oops, here we go. Okay. So now there's your package. And you can see this particular light has the on-off switch not only on the right side with your trigger finger, but also on the left side for your offhand thumb. So I can operate it from here. If I want to keep my finger out of the trigger, operate here, boom, it's on and off. Now let me put the magazine in so I can get a little better grip on it. I can also operate it with my trigger finger, boom, push it on and go back in. But I think tactically, what I'd rather do is keep my trigger finger free and operate it with my thumb. Now this light in particular works like this. If you push and hold and then release, it goes off. If you tap it, it stays on. See, my thumb's loose, and then I go ahead and tap it off. Boom, there it is. So the push and hold is a neat technique for tactical response. So if you were in a situation at your house, say, and you don't want someone to know you're there, but all of a sudden you come around a corner and someone's there, you would push and hold, blind the subject, let it off, and come around a corner just a little bit more so that you then can get a little bit better tactical place besides being exactly where you were the first time. So the push and hold is really valuable to actually disorientate your subject so that they are, one, blinded by the light temporarily, and then you tap it off and move, and then you come back at them. And now you have a better, a flank on them in a sense. So that's why the push and hold is a really good way. Now, of course, if you just want to use the light and it's dark and you need to see where you're at, boom, you pop it on and you're going through the room. But that does give off your position. So that's why that push and hold is a very good technique to use. But I'm telling you right now, this is a neat little package. Get in here close, you can see how nice it fits. Yeah, it's kind of perfect. Now we have a couple other lights that are a little smaller, and all of them are going to fit on this rail system. And that's the beauty of the rail system. Of course, we have some lights that are larger that may not necessarily fit on the 43, but like I said, there's a lot of options. We also have a kit for the 27. So let me get my 26, 27. Let me get my 27 over here. I'll go ahead and unload that and double check, squeeze the trigger. Yep, okay, good. And show you how this works. Watch this. So same thing, right? Okay, so it goes in like so, and on the one side, it's gonna come up here like this. Let's see here. And here it goes like this. Just like that, and then just like that. And I will say that it is best to take the slide off to put these on because it's not quite snapping into place yet, but that's how it looks like on the 27 or the 26. You do have the same concept with a rail that allow you to now choose a variety of different lights and or lasers. And the other thing about this particular system is that it's also available for Gen 1 17s and Gen 1 19s. So for those of you out there who have those older guns without a rail, now there's a rail option. And that would be the same concept, but on a little larger and on a different gun. So if you have a 42, 43, 26, 27, looking for a light concept, laser concept, and you don't want to use just the standard 100 watt or 100 lumen TLR6, now you can go into this rail system and choose the light of your choice. But I think this TLR7 is a great choice. It's 500 lumens, pretty awesome. Lightweight, looks like it fits. It's not too big, Doesn't stick out too bad. And it's also available as a TLR8 with the laser. So, I'm Lenny Magill. This, of course, is the GlockStore Performance and Custom Shop right here in San Diego. We have all these lights and lasers for you to try in our store, our retail store, and of course, order them online. And, you know, it's a simple installation. I'm sure you're going to love it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.